this is Cash Card, and I'm your host, Geraldine Paredes. We give rise to students around campus while they answer some trivia questions to win fabulous prizes. Let's get rolling. What's your name?
I'm Kayla.
And where are you headed?
To psychology.
What's the service that USF lends professional attire to students?
Suitable.
Yes, good job. Are there more squirrels at USF or ducks?
Squirrels.
Correct. What are the colors of USF?
Green and gold.
Good for you. Correct. How many campuses are in the USF system?
3.
Good for you. Correct. Where do residents from North Campus pick up their mail?
The North Campus Mail Center.
Where is it?
It's like near Holly. It's like the Holly Mailing Center.
Yes, good for you. Correct. So that was the last question. How many cart catches do you have now?
5.
Good for you. So you get a water bottle. What are your favorite things about USF?
I really love like the community feel, and everyone's just like a family here, and I love all like the pride and everything. It's awesome.
Do you live on campus, or have you lived on campus?
I do live on campus. I live in Cypress B in the STEM LLC.
Awesome. What's your favorite part of living on campus?
I love the like I love all my floor mates and everything, and we all just like work together to study for exams and everything, and it's awesome.
I just love the bull market. There's something to do at every table. We should check out that one.
Wait, we have to finish filming first.
True. Hi, and welcome to Best Places with Nyrene and Courtney.
We're here at Bull Market, an open-air weekly market hosting a combination of vendors, student organizations, and nonprofit organizations showcasing their products and services. Bull Market is one of the largest and oldest traditions here at USF.
Whether you're just quickly walking by the Marshall Student Center on a Wednesday morning or have a few hours to kill before class, there's something for you. Pie someone in the face, participate in a giveaway, get some free swag, and learn about all the countless involvement opportunities at USF all in one place.
Now, do you want to go dancing?
Let's do it!
Looking for more involvement? Take a short trip to the Center for Leadership and Civic Engagement on the 1st and 3rd floors of the MSC. There you can learn more about the ways that you can get involved in one of the 600 student organizations.
You can also start your own student organization if there isn't one already to suit your interest. USF offers countless civic engagement opportunities like Bulls for Kids, Charge, and Stampede of Service.
Make sure to stop by the Office of Multicultural Affairs on the 3rd floor of the MSC to learn more about the programs created to foster experiences which create interculturally mature global citizens.
Do you hear that? It sounds like there's something going on at the MSC.
Let's go check it out.
Let's go. Wait, is it Thursday already?
I guess so. The Greens and Gold Market's here.
I love it. Look at all these fresh fruits and veggies. Did you know they're all locally produced as well? You can get bread, cheese, honey, fresh flowers, and gourmet dips.
What exactly is a gourmet dip?
Come, I'll show you.
This has been Best Places with Nyrene and Courtney. Now get ready for USF Housing Live.
Gregory Bowers, Sierra Rose, Maxwell Morinelli, Elisa Goldberg, Nyrene Naomi, Courtney Cadogan, Geraldine Paredes, June Dickens, Chris Herrera, Stephanie Jockman. Wednesday, April 25th, 2018. Coming to you from the beautiful University of South Florida campus in Tampa, it's USF Housing Live!
All right. Welcome, everybody. This is USF Housing Live. I'm your host, Gregory Bowers with Housing and Residential Education here at the beautiful University of South Florida in Tampa. Our motto, best place to live, best place to work, best place to learn. We are here answering your questions in real time. So if you have something you want to know, you got a shout out you want to share, go ahead, type in the comments. We'll answer you right here live on the set. Without further ado, I would love for you to meet our guests. We have Dave Kloiber from Housing Assignments. Dave, how are you doing tonight?
Excellent, Greg, and yourself?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm very happy to have you back here on the show for what, the 20th time or so? Yeah.
Something like that.
All right, good to have you here.
Can't wait to come back again.
Well, yeah, actually, you're back next week, Dave.
I've heard that.
Well, all right, set the time in your calendar. Now, you're going to be our second guest, but of course, if you have a Dave question, you can still send it to us at any time. Now, let's meet the incredible Annette Gutierrez from the Latin Dance Club and the producer and anchor of News in 90. Welcome, Annette.
Hi, Mom.
We've got Annette's crew back there in the audience, and so welcome, everyone. Welcome, audience. So, Annette, let's jump right into it. Tell us, who are you and what do you do here?
Well, I'm Annette Gutierrez. I am a third-year student here at USF studying mass communications, focused in broadcast production. I'm also minoring in theater and minoring in communications, so double minoring there. And I'm the producer of News in 90 and the president of the Latin Dance Club.
Oh, well, so it sounds like you're not busy at all.
Not at all.
And so, Annette, you got to tell us, because we have a lot of prospective students. May 1st is coming. It's almost time to make that decision. What was it for you that brought you to USF?
It really comes down to me being a triplet. It's a little costly to, just to go to college in general, and for my parents to have to pay for 3. It was just, what? How? So I only had the choice of doing HCC, UT, or USF. And USF is just the one that was my calling. It's just the family, the diversity that's here, all the different organizations, and just the schooling in general. It was my calling.
So talk to us for a moment about News in 90. What is that?
So it's an internship I decided to do this year, basically delivering campus news in 90 seconds every week. And yeah, so anything that's going on campus, I try to find those deets, try to find the info, and try to get those interviews out there and to tell everyone what's going on at USF.
You've had a very cool run this year of News in 90. We were just talking about it before the show. You actually did an episode all about Cuba. You visited Cuba.
Yes, that was amazing. Loved it.
You did it right along with the police.
Yeah, that was cool.
You didn't arrest anybody, did you?
No.
Okay, that's good. And so also, Annette, I believe that you did one with ASL about American Sign Language, where you actually brought the audience in to have that experience of a deaf person, right?
Yes, that was actually one of my favorite episodes, just to get the perspective of a deaf person. It's not something you do every day.
It was very, very cool. I mean, if you haven't seen these, even though it's a weekly campus news piece, you should go back, check it out on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/USF Housing. There's a whole playlist for News in 90, and you can check out all these great stories. And so just wonderful work, and I love seeing that out there. Now, I know it's not the only thing you do. You had a laundry list when we got started here, so tell me, how else are you involved here on campus?
So I'm also the president of the Latin Dance Club. The reason why I joined is because I love to dance, and I had to join something that it spoke to me. Again, the calling. But I grew up dancing to my dad's music. He's actually in a band, a salsa band. And so I was shaking my hips when I was little, so I had to keep shaking my hips when I went to college. And so I wanted to become more involved, not just be a member, so I decided to become an officer. I originally became a financial officer, and then the year after, I became the president.
And so you are the supreme leader of the Latin Dance Club.
Yes.
And so what is it like being in a role like that, true leadership role?
It is challenging. It's a lot of communication, a lot of delegating, and just being the face of the Latin Dance Club. It can be a little bit very heavy on your shoulders, but you learn to deal with it and push through it, and it's just really rewarding when you look back at all the accomplishments that you've done.
I imagine it's all eyes on you, all the pressure's on you. Is there like a red phone next to your bed that rings in the middle of the night?
All the time. I'm on my phone all the time, and my parents are like, can you get off the phone? And I'm like, I literally have to tell them I'm working. I'm like delegating and communicating with everyone.
Why can't you hire your parents to help out with this a little bit?
Right?
Yeah.
No, but...
I'd say, hey, jump in and help out, Mom and Dad. And now I'm in trouble with Annette's parents. Okay, so, Annette, how do you stay balanced being so busy?
Well, I carry this thing, a planner, with me all the time, and I actually have it here with me. It's all color-coded, and I put everything on sticky notes, and then I put everything in my phone. So there's a planner, sticky notes, and a phone. It's how I stay organized.
Annette is so organized, she has it right here on the set just in case she has to jot something down. That is hyper-organized. Mm-hmm. So, Annette, something we talk about a lot with our incoming students and with families is personal growth. We say the college experience is really going to contribute to your personal growth in addition to your academic growth. So what does it mean to you when we talk about personal growth?
So that's a really good question. Just in these last 3 years going to college, I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned that I am a perfectionist and I can't do anything about that. And I I'm a perfectionist. I need to communicate. I need to communicate with everyone. Like sometimes, you'll say something in your head, but you need to let everyone else know. Because if not, then there's miscommunication.
Well, tell me, is the Annette of today different from the Annette in her first year?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I have matured a lot. I've always been scared and hesitant to take new steps in my life, new chapters in my life. But I've realized that when you take that first step, even though it's going to be hard, you just keep pushing through it and you just keep walking and you open all these new doors, and it changes you over time and you learn a lot.
Thank you so much for sharing your perspective. Annette Gutierrez, everybody. Really so happy to have you here on the show. Thank you so much for your service in News in 90 and your leadership. Definitely a pleasure to have you here with us. But we're not done yet, folks. I want to let you know we're going to be talking with the incredibly tall Dave Kloiber from Housing Assignments in just a moment. But first, we have a little video we want to show for you. It's all about student organizations here on campus. We're going to roll that. More USF Housing Live coming your way right after this.
My name is Raj Patel, and I serve as president of the Students of India Association.
My name is Dasha Antipova, and I'm the president of the International Student Association.
My name is Annette Gutierrez. I am the president of the Latin Dance Club.
Our organization stands for promoting cross-cultural diversity on campus, but our events are open to the public, so we allow students from all faiths and backgrounds to come and celebrate the Indian culture with us. And a lot of students are surprised because they think it'll be more religious based, but it's not, because India is such a large country. We have so many different faiths, so many different backgrounds interacting with each other. So the students are really allowed to see what brings everyone together at one event and just experience different cultures at once.
So the International Student Association stands for Diversity and Inclusion and Global Awareness. It's definitely common for domestic students to struggle to understand the problems with international students and vice versa. So when we have that mix of students from different backgrounds at our events, there are definitely often those light bulb moments. I say it's truly an organization for all students. If you have any interest in learning about new culture, maybe learning a new language, going abroad, or just making great friends with completely different perspectives, this is definitely an org for you.
So we're all about bringing people together. Just have fun, meet new people, and learn how to dance. Basically just a club where students can come together, dance, learn how to do salsa, bachata, any Latin style you want. We even teach cha-cha, merengue. Other students should join because it's so much fun learning how to dance and meet friends at the same time. Join the Latin Dance Club. Go Bulls!
All right, everybody, welcome back. I'm Gregory Bowers, you're not, and this is USF Housing Live. We're answering your questions in real time, talking with some amazing experts from our campus here in Tampa, Florida. So, Dave Kloiber, welcome back to the program.
Thank you, Greg.
I've got some questions for you. You ready with some answers?
I am.
All right, Dave, tell us, who are you and what do you do here?
Well, I'm David Kloiber. I'm the Assistant Director for Assignments, and I want to start by saying happy birthday to my friend and colleague, Greg Bowers.
Oh, my goodness. He's called me. I knew it was going to happen. And so, yes, I guess this is my special birthday episode. Today, folks, I am turning 23 years old.
I got to welcome you last year.
Well, thank you. And I don't know why people are laughing in the audience. I mean, I'm just trying to be honest here, folks, just 23 and have been for a while. So, Dave, tell us, we've got room selection for summer happening, right?
Yes, we do.
And so what is that and when does it end?
Well, room selection is when a student has completed all the 4 or 5 steps, depending on if you count room selection as step 5. But once you've completed all your steps for your application, you can actually go in and select the room that you're going to live in for that particular application period, whether it be summer or even for fall, which is also going on right now.
And so let's talk about room changes in Summer B, because I know a lot of students are getting ready for Summer B. They've chosen a room in room selection. Can they make a change at this point for Summer B?
They can make a change right now. It won't be open through opening of the Summer B term, but we will be shutting that down a few weeks prior to opening so we can make sure we know exactly where everybody is.
Now, a popular question I've been getting in the group is, once I move in for Summer B, can I move rooms inside of my building?
It's only a 5 or 6 week semester, so by the time we're sure who is living in which room, it's almost time to pack up and leave again. So, and the other big thing is you don't want to make a very snap decision on your roommate. I've been doing this for almost as long as you've been alive, apparently. And
Yeah.
that's correct. And back when I started, it was, I don't like my roommate. Why? I don't like their AOL profile. Now it's
an AOL profile.
Exactly.
Dave.
Now it's, I don't like what they look like on Facebook, or I don't like what they're saying on Facebook. You don't really know your roommate until you actually meet with them and talk to them. And so you really need to give your roommate a chance, because the best roommate pairings happen when you give each other a chance to get to know each other.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because perspective is so much of everything. It's common for students to say to us, I didn't like what I saw on Facebook or Instagram, and they judge them. And I try to remind students, how would you feel if someone did that to you? You wouldn't like that feeling. And so what I say about the USF campus is a stranger is just a friend you haven't met. Unless you're off campus and they're a weirdo. Okay, so Dave, another question for you here. We've got some upcoming cancellation deadlines. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. For the fall application, we have a cancellation deadline. All of our cancellations begin the very beginning of May. And so if you're a student who's been assigned to a room, you have until May 1st to request a cancellation. If you don't do it by May 1st, then cancellation fees will start to build up. The longer you wait, the more it will cost to cancel.
So make sure you check the cancellation deadline. It's all on the room selection page as well. usf.edu/housing. Click housing application, choose application process, and you'll follow the links for all the information there. So let's talk about break stay. A lot of folks are saying, I want to stay in between terms. We call that break stay. Tell us more about how that works.
Well, between every semester we have, whether it be 5 or 6 nights or 12 or so nights between each term, to allow us to reset rooms and clean things up. But we also have a lot of students who maybe can't go home for that short period of time, because they're here in the spring and they're going to be here in the summer in the very beginning, and they don't really want to bring all their belongings back home to bring them all back 5 or 6 days later. And so we offer an opportunity for students to do what we call a break stay, which is an additional cost for every extra night you're on campus. And those who request a break stay, they're here for spring, they're here for summer, we'll approve them, but they need to make sure that they are able to move on Monday, the 7th of May.
All right, and so it's also that information for folks to know about doing spring to summer break stay is they want to check the Spring Residence Hall closing page. I know the link is right there on the usf.edu/housing homepage.
One more thing about it.
Yes.
Is that unfortunately the form has closed today. And so in order for a spring resident right now to do break stay, they'll have to go see their RLC.
That's a good reminder, Dave. Thank you. And so current residents wanting break stay for spring to summer, see your residence life coordinator right in your hall or nearby. So Dave, let's talk about summer to fall break stay. I'm sure a lot of our incoming first-year students are wondering about that.
Yeah, we have a 12-day or 12-night break between the end of summer B and the very beginning of the fall contract. And so we offer those students who are here for summer B or at the end of summer, whether it be a B, a D, we have a lot of different applications available. But if they're here on August 4th and they're going to be living here for the fall, they can request, again, online, beginning sometime in mid to late June. We'll open up that form. But they can request online to remain for those nights, again, for an extra fee, but they would be able to stay.
All right, excellent. So reminder, check your USF email, folks. And of course, if you're not in the USF Class of 2022 Facebook group, be there. The link is on the usf.edu/housing homepage. Dave, let's talk early arrival. Let's say we have transfer students or a continuing student. They're interested in moving in early for their summer term. Can they do that, and how?
If they are part of an approved early arrival group, they would be able to move in early, and we have a form actually online right now where they can go to the housing portal and request to do early arrival. Our early arrival pre-approved groups are typically for, at least for summer, our orientation students, those who are attending orientation the week before we open.
So let's talk about Summer B, and we have a lot of first-year students that will be starting in Summer B. Can they arrive early?
They can, and again, the same rules apply. They need to be part of an early arrival group. So if they are attending orientation, that final orientation, right before we open for Summer B, they would be able to request early arrival as well.
All right, last term I got to ask about the big one, grand opening, fall. By the way, folks, grand opening is August 16th. It's a Thursday, but students are already asking about moving in early. So Dave, how can a student move in early for fall?
Well, again, the same process applies. So though we have a lot more pre-approved early arrival groups in the fall, we probably have anywhere from 4 to 5 to maybe 600 students that arrive early for the fall. And so they're here beginning as early as August 12th, moving in up to August 16th, which is our grand opening day. So for example, let's say you're joining the Hot Band, our Herd of Thunder, the marching band, and they start their practices and their tryouts on Sunday, the 12th of August. If you've already communicated with the band and they've added you to their list of students that may request an early arrival, if you're on that list, you put in the form, we will approve you to arrive early, and we'll tell you exactly what time you should arrive and what day you should arrive.
And so does a student just fill out a form and say, I want to move in early because I need to, and they're good to go, or is there some other element to this?
Well, they need to be part of a pre-approved group. In life, there are always exceptions based on extenuating circumstances. If a student is denied because they're not part of an early arrival group, they can always contact our office and talk about any special circumstances. But we are very careful about what we approve, and so if the circumstance is because I want to, that's not going to be a special circumstance for us.
So if I'm in the Latin dance club with Annette, do I talk to you, Annette? Are you going to help me move in early? Is that what we do here?
I mean, if you need me to.
And so if Annette were the professional staff member responsible for the group, is that the person that actually sets this up with your office, Dave?
Yeah, typically it would be either a pro staff member, the club officer, but they would work through their advisor to provide us the information that we need. Because many of our officers may not be around on campus during the summer, and so they really do need to communicate through their advisors.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is everyone talk to Annette Gutierrez right here. If you're looking to move in early, we're going to put all the pressure on you. Are you ready for that?
No.
No, not at all. So
it's only 500, 600 people.
Only 500, 600.
So one thing to remember, folks, is if you're planning to move in early, you have to be a member of a pre-approved group. And so speak to the person responsible. Normally it's a professional staff member here at USF, and that person works with the assignments office. So you won't actually need to go directly to our housing assignments office for that. All right, excellent. So my last question here is actually for Annette. Annette, we've got so many students getting ready for USF. They're about to graduate from high school, and they're thinking this is a huge transition. What are some tips you have for families, for students to help get them ready for this major life change?
Good question. It is scary, I understand. Like I was saying, first step is always the hardest. What you want to do is probably plan. Plan out what you want to do. Plan out your schedule. Talk to your parents. Talk to some friends. Talk to your neighbors. Whoever is actually already in USF, you can get some help because, you know, they've already experienced it. So if you need to talk to someone, you can talk to me if you want. But yeah, just talk it out, communicate, maybe go to some advisors, go to career counselors, because if you're not sure what you want to do, which is a lot of students actually experience that, they don't know what major they want to do, talk to a career counselor. They'll help you figure that out. But as far as housing goes, picking a room, you know, here's a man you can talk to or anybody else who's living on campus. But yeah, just communicate and plan, and yeah.
Excellent. I like it. And so get your planner, folks. All right, Annette is ready. I hope you are as well. And so Dave, and so of course I always plug the Facebook groups. Be in your Facebook group. We're there day and night. I don't sleep, okay? They just feed me Skittles and hold my eyes open. So I'm answering your questions day and night. Dave, do you have any tips for those getting ready for this transition?
Don't forget to talk with your parents. They're part of this transition too. They have a role to play in orientation as well. And don't be afraid to ask those questions. And your high school staff is great to work with, but so is the staff here at USF. It's never too early to start looking at our career services page to look for campus positions or internships. That's how you got your start. Mm-hmm. And so don't think there aren't resources out there, because there are plenty of them out there.
That's excellent advice. Thank you. Dave Kloiber, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us, Dave. And Annette Gutierrez, everyone. Again, thank you, Annette. And so that just about does it, everyone. My name is Gregory Bowers. I'm your host. You've been watching USF Housing Live, produced by Housing and Residential Education at the beautiful University of South Florida in Tampa. Our motto, if you don't know it yet, is best place to live, best place to work, best place to learn. This show comes at you every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. streaming at youtube.com/USF Housing, facebook.com/USF Housing, and you'll also catch us in the USF Class of 2022 Facebook group. Our next episode is coming at you Wednesday, May 2nd at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and we're going to have an expert from financial aid, and the incredible edible Dave Kloiber will be back again to answer your questions, and so we can't wait to see you. But wait a minute, folks, I'm forgetting there's just one last thing.